Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We have a list of 15 properties. There's 12 on the Toronto Real Estate Board and 3 more on the Oakville Milton Real Estate Board. And so our MLS system in Milton is made up of 2 different sets of information. It's annoying, but it's reality. And so a lot of agents from out of town, Toronto, Mississauga, they're only part of Toronto. They're not part of the Oakville Milton Board. So clients working with agents out of town may or may not receive all of the listings available. It's one of the benefits of working local, although it's not a guarantee if an agent's local that they're a member of both boards. Higher cost for the agent, but obviously more access for clients. And we're actually part of 3 different real estate boards because of the areas we work. Hamilton, Burlington, a lot of the country stuff west of us is under the jurisdiction of Burlington actually, or Hamilton. So you've got to be a member of all 3 to get the full set of data. Anyway, buyer class tomorrow, still a couple slots. You can go to miltonbuyerclass.com or just sign up over there. All the information you'd want to buy a home, the steps, the costs, new versus resale, how to get up to $13,000 or more of free government money to buy a home. So there's a lot of programs out there that you can use to your benefit, especially if you're buying your first home. We'll look at home inspection slides, buying with 0 down, how to avoid what we call the rate trap from lenders. The lowest rate is not always the best solution for you. It's one of the things to look at for sure. It's not the only thing. So bring a food bank donation, no cost to attend. Just bring that and then we'll give you a book. We'll hook you up with some cookies and tea and coffee and all the rest of it. It's a great time. Okay, so let's get started with today's list. So 1491 Maple, number 108, 274.9. First floor sometimes takes a bit of a hit on value. And then the way it looks is not that impressive. It's very cluttered. There's a lot of knickknacks and just the photos look like they're taken from a BlackBerry or an iPhone. We have a hardcore group of toilet seat watchers on Daily Homes. And so I feel your pain when I see this picture. But I always get emails from people saying, hey, did you see that toilet up? I saw it. It's not pretty. It's still a good deal for this home. Okay, so 274.9 for, I think this one's about 893 square feet. That to me works. Okay, so the price is good. First floor, maybe there's a safety concern, but it's Milton. It's not the ghetto. So this home on Fulton Street has had a very interesting history. It was sold a couple years ago for like $340. Deal fell apart. 320 is I think what they resold at $325. I think these guys bought it for that, somewhere there, maybe $330. They tried it up in the 4s. I knew that was just ridiculous. And then $399. So from $399, they changed agents, I think, and then they dropped it to $299. $100,000 drop. At this point, the sellers are probably out of pocket on costs, and so you go, why would they do that? Probably something to do with the change of plans or there's something to do with use on this property. So I'll give you a bit of an inside scoop on maybe what's going on. I don't know for sure, but it has a very salacious history, I guess you'd say. So 44 by 100 foot lot, you're a bungalow. And so I look at this as being not a bad condo alternative on paper. 2 bedrooms upstairs, 2 bedrooms down below. It looks like there's only 1 kitchen, so possibility of renting this place out might be a bit of a stretch. But there you go, you've got a bit of a yard for gardening, and it's very close to downtown. So here's Fulton Street right here, number 20. And so it's just off of Main here. This thatched area is all floodplain, so a lot of downtown is actually built on very low-lying ground. If anything were to flood, this would be one of the first areas to go underwater. And so it can be hard to get insurance. Maybe that's something that they've encountered. CBD is commercial business district. So you do have, I like the commercial designation. I think that's good for future resale. However, you may run into restrictions with building with the floodplain. So do your homework on something like this. Make sure that you're aware of it. And this is something, if an agent's from out of town, they're not going to know this kind of stuff. Even some of the agents in town are not aware of the floodplain area and where it is. So this is the GIS map that we use. I use it pretty much every day. If you want it as a tool, I'll put a link down below. But that could be what's going on, is that It could be a combination of zoning plus that floodplain that could really cause a buyer problems for a variety of reasons, insurance or trying to rebuild or anything like that. 100 Millside 206 309, 2-bedroom, 2-washroom. We were talking yesterday about higher fees. This one's at $720. It's a larger unit though. It's larger even than the one yesterday, which was less than 1,000 square feet. Includes everything: heat, hydro, even cable TV. It's all included in the fees. You're just paying your property taxes. They have done a nice job getting this one ready. I would say this one looks better than a lot of the units in this building. And so 309, I gotta figure, is a great deal. This unit going up 14th, 15th, 16th floor on this building is probably worth 370, 380. There's a real divide in the lower unit sale prices compared to the upper units, and I've never quite understood that. You do get some nice views on the top floor, but I don't think it's worth that much of a difference. Anyway, I think this is a good deal. You just have a little bit higher ongoing cost. Condo fees plus taxes are probably about $900 a month, but a lot of people walk into this, sell a $600,000-$700,000 house, walk in and pay cash, and then just pay the condo fees every month. Now we've got a rare price drop on Cooper. They were at $433, couldn't sell the thing, so now they're at $422.9. We start to see things like that in July, is that there's little holes in the market where some good ones kind of sneak under the radar a little bit. This model with a finished basement recently is sold for $440. So this one doesn't have a finished basement, but the normal adjustment on a finished is probably $5,000 to $10,000 for this size of home. Anyway, it's clean, it looks tidy. Going to see it in person could be a different story. The photos only tell you so much. I like that bed, by the way. This room's a little bit small and there's a lot of stuff in it. That can change the impression. Taking a few things out of here probably would have been a good idea. Like living without this bookshelf or the chair, taking that stuff out can sometimes give you a better impression of the room. And then you've got standard size backyard, 23 by 80 feet. I think this one looks good compared to what else is sold. And right down the street, you've got a splash pad. You've got Guardian Angels School. It's a good location. Now there's two Hillsview models in this list. 441 Kavanaugh is the first one. Hillsview is just over 1,500 square feet, attached on both sides. And so good layout. It's actually like a bigger crop side if you know that model. People are going to look at this and say, well, it doesn't have hardwood. Doesn't matter. It's not hard to put in hardwood. That's one of the easiest things to do in a house. You've got good cabinets and good appliances, and the colors are all neutral here. So this is a good price compared to what else is sold. Putting the rest of the fence here is probably like $1,000, I would guess, if you share it with the neighbors. And yeah, so they're holding back on offers till Sunday. Now I'm going to show you the next one in the list, which is priced substantially higher. They're taking offers on Tuesday. I think this one is going to pull a lot of their audience, so they might notice their showings are slow. And or the higher priced one would notice their showings are slow because this one is the one that's probably going to get attention, even because it's under $450, which is a completely different market than over $450. Now here's the other one on Mark Street. $475 is the price. It is a better looking home, although it's a little bit more closed off between the kitchen and dining room, so that can help or hurt someone depending on the audience. But they've got the hardwood floors. Upstairs, the return is much lower for putting hardwood floor in. Actually, I'm just looking at the description. That's a laminate floor. It looks like a good laminate, but it's still laminate floor. Faces parkland, but it's the same model, joined on both sides, 1510 square feet. It'd be interesting to see how this one compares with the other one. Obviously, there's some better features here, but is it 25,000 difference? I don't think so. Now I skipped over Farmstead at $459 between those two model comparisons. This one is about 100 square feet bigger. It's Coscourt built. It's got an $80 fee per month. We've talked in past episodes about how that would impact your carrying costs. It would pretty much add the equivalent of $15,000 extra on your purchase price when you look at how much your payments would be on a mortgage. So I'm not the biggest fan of this one because this wall here separates this room from the kitchen, and you also have to kind of walk through this room, so it limits you on how you position your furniture. So not my favorite layout. However, they still sell, and I do like the fact that this one has two features that I think are quite desirable, which is a walkout basement, which lets a lot more light in. It does also give you options for having someone live down there. And then you also have this here. You've got green space behind. So bigger than the other two, priced right in between them. And then you also have 9-foot ceilings, which is, the other ones are 8 foot. So immediately your main floor is going to feel a lot bigger. And then you also have green space too. So this one is actually priced very competitively, and I think they're going to do well. Now, the kiss of death is back in real estate. When we talk about the kiss of death, I haven't talked about this in a while on Daily Homes, but what it is these guys on Jelinek listed their home on July 17th, I think. Anyway, earlier this month, they listed at $899, and then they turned around and relisted the home for $939. I don't know what happened there. To me, it doesn't make a lot of sense to raise your price by $40,000. If you couldn't sell it at $899, I don't know why the mindset would be is, okay, well, you know, for sure we'll sell it for $40,000 more. Doesn't make any sense. So nice home, 3,700 square feet. They've done the hardwood upstairs. That is Napoleon Dynamite's bedroom right there. Actually, cool wallpaper though. Interesting, funky. You've got a finished basement here. And yeah, shows very well. I don't know what the backyard looks like. There's only one shot here, but there might be more in the virtual tour. Obviously, a lot of pride of ownership, but $40,000 above what they were before. It can't help but slow your marketing down. So Dalgleish is a what's the name of this model? Fieldgate Chester model, 2477 square feet. And so carpet on the family room. I find this family room is very small, especially with this fireplace. It cuts down on the way you set up your furniture. Granite counters in the kitchen. We've seen a lot of, I would say, more upgraded models than this one sell for less than this. I just don't see the price happening. One interesting feature is they have two cheapo builder lights that are put in the corner here. I don't know if that's for reading or what it is. It kind of took me by surprise. I thought, what is that about? Anyway, to each their own, as we've seen many times in Daily Homes. And the other thing, that when you have that big family room above the garage, it cuts down on your bedroom space. So even though this one has 4 bedrooms, they're a little bit smaller than a traditional 4-bedroom home because you're actually using some of that space in some of the common areas. So the description made me laugh because it says Dalgleish Garden in step with the times. And there's only one song I thought of when I think about being in step with the times. So Mary, it's all you. So what an interesting episode. We have a home that's actually dropped their price below the price that they paid. We had another home who raised their price by $40,000, and I don't know why. So there it is. The truth is at Milton Daily Homes. My name is Chuck. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here next week for more episodes. And thank you very much for watching.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!